Hitting the red button now. Let's go. We're live on YouTube. We're going live on Facebook. We're going live on Mixer. We're going live on Periscope. We're going live on Twitch. We're going live. I don't have enough fingers to count how many platforms we're going live on right now. What's going on, everybody? Andrew Wall here with another live stream. This time we're helping you save more time and money when growing as a creator. That's what this stream is all about, and we're going to kick things off today with a YouTube channel review for one of my brand new patrons, the Family Bovine, who's at my $150 patron level. Going to get a big channel review to kick off the stream today, and all of you guys can ask questions, of course, throughout the stream, and we're going to make this interactive like usual. So big thank you to the Family Bovine for that $150 commitment to my one-on-one coaching services. I really appreciate you. And for everybody else that's tuning in for the very first time, hi, my name is Andrew Wall. I'm the co-founder of the #1 YouTube gaming network. I've been a YouTuber for 9 years. I've produced over 5,000 videos that have gotten over 1 billion views on YouTube, and I'm YouTube certified. And I'm here to help you grow on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, all of your social avenues, and grow your online business so that you can become successful in doing what you love for a living. That's what I'm all about. That's why I'm doing these live streams. And a big shout out to everybody who shows up early to my live streams right now. Relia on YouTube, Lewis the Pen on YouTube, and also Wafello on YouTube. All here early. Good to see you, and anybody else in chat on any of my other platforms I'm live on, Twitch, Periscope, Mixer, Facebook. All of you guys, feel free to speak up and to have yourselves be heard and to ask questions throughout the live stream. This is not just a channel review for one channel. This is something for all of you guys to benefit from. So there you go. So what we're going to do right now is kick things off with the channel review, and I'll take breaks throughout the channel review to answer your questions in chat, of course. And so there you go. Cool. Lewis the Pen is asking, did I check the Twitter DMs that you sent me? I have read them. I haven't had a chance to respond. I've got a lot of coaching calls today that I'm doing, so I'll respond to you as soon as I can. No problem. Great to see you. Sis Bros in the house as well. Sis Bros, one of my new $25 patrons, going to be getting a channel review this Friday. Sis Bros is there. There's an echo, says Miss Drevis. How bad is that echo? How bad is that echo? Let me make sure my... That would be why. I had my preview going at the same time as my live stream, so that should eliminate the echo. Thank you for letting me know, Miss Drevis. The echo should be gone now. There we go. That should have eliminated it. And you guys should hear the music as well, right? Please confirm that you can hear the music. The echo is gone. Beautiful. So that should fix the technical problems there. Beautiful. Thank you very much for that. I was previewing the stream ahead of time to make sure that it was good. So let's get into the juicy advice. This is not just for this channel, Family Bovine. This is for all of you guys to think about how you can better utilize your time and your money to grow your avenues. Your time and your money are your only resources that you have available to you when making content, believe it or not. And as we talked about, numerous times on my live streams and in my videos, you can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. And you can spend your money to save time, but you can't spend your time to save, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't go the other way around. So what I'm saying is time is the ultimate resource that's available for you when you're creating content. And anything you can do to save time and to generate more results with your time, the better in the long run, because everybody's got a ticking clock right now in their life. It just is a fact. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is how you can save time to grow your avenue. The music's on. Beautiful. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So let's go ahead and get into this channel review. Family Bovine is the name of the channel, and it's a really, really fun channel. A really well-produced content on this channel. It's the graphics are really solid. The editing's really solid. It feels like an experienced creator is behind the content on this channel, which is really, really cool. But there are some, obviously they are becoming my patron because they're wanting to grow their channel. So if you're not familiar with it, it's very much a kind of Game Grumps style content on their channel. It's more or less like comedy videos or like doing fun things videos. but basically like playing games and having a good time with lots of fun edits along the way, as you guys can see here. And those fun edits are very, very time consuming, which kind of goes into our theme that we're talking about today with time versus money. And so this is one thing that's going to be a huge piece of feedback for the family Bovine. This is an initial channel review for them, and then I'll be doing one-on-one coaching with them later to go way more in depth. So these videos are hilarious. Like this video in particular, just to give you an idea of what their channel's all about. It's playing Fortnite drunk, and as the video goes on, they get drunker and drunker. They're taking shots whenever they get kills. As you can see, these kind of like cartoon character cutouts come pop up on the screen, and it's really very well edited content. Very, very entertaining content, huge potential for this channel. But the biggest challenge I'm seeing here is that these edits, you guys see how intense these edits are? These edits are taking them in a massive amount of time, and a significant amount of time. And this video is an 8-minute video. To have this many things popping up on the screen, to have this many scenes, they're only able to produce content at a clip of basically once per week or so, which means that the channel is going to have a difficult time growing on YouTube. So you guys want to check out the channel, here's the channel link. This is the Family Bovine if you guys want to check it out in your second tab and what have you throughout this channel review. So there you go, I just linked it to everybody on all platforms. By the way, if all of you guys are tuning in on these platforms, let me hear ya. Yeah, these edits take forever. So that's the deal. So here's what's remarkable about the Family Bovine's channel. This channel has 96,000 views, but it has 6,200 subscribers with only 43 videos. So their view to subscriber conversion ratio, excuse me, is through the roof. I just had some sparkling water there. It's through the roof. It is a 15% view to subscriber conversion ratio. So that means that their content is extremely sticky. Their content is definitely converting viewers in a massive way, and it means their content is very good. And so they're growing at a subscriber rate of 853 subscribers per month to 16,000 views. That is an excellent, excellent, excellent ratio that all of you guys should take notice on. So high quality content, high quality edits, massive entertainment is probably resulting in, and I can't actually see their numbers myself, but it's probably resulting in a very high audience retention once people click their videos. But I think a huge challenge for them is getting people to click their videos. But as you can see, this channel is on the rise. October 2017, they were nothing, and today they're at 16,000 views per month. October 2017, nothing, and now they're at 1.3K subscribers per month. So this is a channel that is at a growth clip and is doing a lot of things right, which is really, really interesting. So what does this mean? If you're converting 15% view to subscriber conversion ratio, that means that when people are going to your content, they're subbing because they love it. That means that you're making something fantastic. However, in the case of the Family Bovine, their views aren't that high, and so they need to increase their views. So that means that it's one of two problems that they're having on their channel. Their audience retention is probably fantastic, and I'll take a look at those numbers later, but their click-through ratio is their click-through rate on their thumbnails is probably low. It's probably low, and we're going to talk about why it's probably low throughout this channel review. Only some of their videos are communicating clear value through the thumbnail and the title, and most of their videos are not communicating clear value. And that is the primary issue that this channel is having right now, because the videos themselves are absolutely fantastic. Solid stats, I know, guys. Seriously, they're incredible stats. So, the appeal of your content is the appeal of the content on this channel is people having fun playing video games. And so one of the big issues with this particular editing style and this particular gameplay style is you have a lot of cartoon characters of your heads popping up to represent who you are, like here and what have you, but we never actually get to see you. And so one issue there is that there needs to be a better connection between how you actually look in real life and who you really are as a human being, and then the cartoon characters that we see on the screen during your edits. And so I've got a suggestion for that later, but I think that that is going to make these hilarious moments kind of go to the next level if we can have more of a connection between you as an actual person and you're not just some cartoon person and funny voice behind the curtains. And so I've got a couple suggestions on how to do that later, but that's something that was difficult for me to really like these cartoon characters as they were popping up on screen, these cartoon versions of you, because I've never seen you before, and maybe some of your subscribers have on Twitch and what have you, but when you have a cartoon version of yourself pop up, it should be in reference to the real version of you that people are already familiar with. And the cartoon version of you should augment things that people see about you in real life or who you really are through webcam or through on-camera footage, and should take that to the next level and make it significantly more entertaining or exaggerated in some way. And unfortunately, when we just get a cartoon version of you in your videos, it doesn't augment you in any way. It doesn't take you to the next level. It doesn't raise your entertainment value to the next level. It just is the only version of you we ever get to see. And that's something that I think is holding back the appeal of these cartoon characters that are popping up on screen. Look at these edits, man. These edits are insane. Like, this is absolutely fantastic in edits. So let's go back to the value that you're providing through your thumbnails. Cool? The thumbnails are all very, very different, and that's good. Your thumbnails on your channel should be extremely different. If all of your thumbnails look incredibly similar, then you're gonna be in a position where your viewers are gonna get visual fatigue. They're not gonna click your thumbnails anymore. There should be an extremely high variety in the way your thumbnails look. So I'm fine with all the thumbnails looking different. Lewis the Pen, absolutely. And if any of you guys are just tuning in for the first time, feel free, speak up in chat. I'm gonna be answering questions as well. So here's some feedback on the value that you're providing the family bovine through your thumbnails. So Drunk Fortnite, these videos performed better, not because they're Fortnite. It's because they provide more clear value as to what these videos are going to deliver for viewers. When you say drunk, playing Fortnite drunk, everybody understands this is going to be a funny video. And you have pictures of a funny looking dog with some alcohol and a funny looking entertaining guy with a beer right here, and it's drunk. The value is very clear when it's going to be a hilarious video. There's going to be a unique appeal. You're really going to enjoy watching the two of you have fun playing this game drunk. Awesome. Value delivered through thumbnail and title, and therefore your views were higher. It's not just because it's Fortnite. It's because you communicated more value. However, when you look at a thumbnail like this Revolt thumbnail, better than Rocket League, this is one of the big no-nos about thumbnails and titles. Do not make a joke in your thumbnail and your title ever. All of you watching right now, don't ever make a joke in your thumbnail. Don't ever make a joke in your title. Because jokes are only going to be interpreted by a few people. Only a handful of people actually get the joke or think the joke is funny. And it makes it more difficult to understand what your content is about. Jokes do not perform on YouTube, period. And so Revolt the better Rocket League, you're trying to troll people and say this old game is better than the new game. I get it. That is funny. I think it's funny. But jokes do not perform. And so when I see this video, the better Rocket League, and a picture of Revolt, what is this video all about? What am I gonna get here? What the video actually is you guys having fun and playing the game and telling cool, funny jokes, and we're gonna have a great time, and it's so positive, it's so amazing, and wow, the energy's super high and all of that, but I don't get any of that through the thumbnail and through the title. The value is very unclear here. It looks like it's just gonna be gameplay of this car driving around, I guess. And like you're crapping on Rocket League, I guess. So the value's not clear, okay? So let me show one more example of the value being unclear as well. So Rocket League FIFA edition, okay. I mean, I understand. I just don't understand what the value of this video is either. Like, what is it that you're trying to communicate here? Is this something new? It should say that it's new. Are you going to be showing the best version of this? It's not. Is there something unique here? I'm not seeing what it is that is unique about this video. There's no challenge that you're overcoming, and you're not teaching me anything. The value of this video is extremely confusing. You're asking a confusing question and showing confusing imagery on the screen, and I just don't get it. I just don't understand what this video is going to deliver in terms of value. I just don't understand what's under the hood. I just don't. Whereas these drunk Fortnite videos very clearly communicates you're playing Fortnite, you're gonna get drunk, and it's gonna be a good time. So that's something we can talk more about on the coaching call, about delivering clear value through your thumbnails and through your titles, and that would help by a significant margin, help you grow the click-through rate on your videos. Because once people click, these edits are out of control, fun and hilarious and a good time, and these videos are fantastic videos. These are fantastic gameplay edits. This is next level stuff here. This is some of the best gameplay edits and hilarious crap I've seen on a startup channel like this on YouTube, okay? So this is something that click-through rate is your #1 theme of what you need to be working on. Okay, so let's talk about, okay, there you go. So, okay, so here's another thing about using your time more effectively. So remember what I talked about earlier when you're showing cartoon characters? You're curious about how he can brand the thumbnails better so that we know they're his without a title. So okay, I will answer that question for you, Relia, in chat. So one way that he is branding his thumbnails is by putting this family bovine logo here in the top right-hand corner of his thumbnails. I mean, it makes it a little bit more apparent that they are family bovine thumbnails because that little logo's up there. Personally, I don't think it's that important to put your logo or your branding in your thumbnail. I think people will see your channel name and your avatar as well, depending on where they're looking at your video on YouTube. So I don't think it's incredibly important to put your branding in your thumbnail personally. Since their content is very personality focused though, having personalities in the thumbnail like this does clearly communicate that there are going to be personality focused content here and something fun is happening with those personalities. So I think that is the better way for them to brand their thumbnails, is by using these cartoon characters. People that put their brand in there, they have like a little dash in the corner and they put their logo on their thumbnail. I don't think that that improves performance at all. I don't think it improves performance at all. You're on your phone, no problem. God the Good One, it's great to see you in chat as well. Fantastic. Fantastic, good to see you. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Feel free to drop your questions in chat. I'm happy to answer your questions about your channels as well. If you have specific questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help you out. Drop them in chat, let's go. So here's another thing about saving time, the family bovine, and getting more yield out of your time. You're playing a lot of video games, and I don't know if maybe you're already doing this on Twitch. You have your Twitch avenue here. I'm not seeing any videos on Twitch here, or there are some clips here, I guess. But whenever you're playing video games with your friends and you're having a good time, you should be live streaming that every single time and getting more yield out of the content, and potentially being on webcam when you're live streaming. That will help you build a better connection as a real person to your audience. And guys, let me know if the music's still playing, by the way. I want to make sure that me playing a video earlier didn't turn the music off. But let me, like, if you're live streaming this gameplay while you're playing and then you edit the highlight video afterwards on your YouTube channel, that Twitch revenue, that Twitch connection you can make with live chat with the edit afterwards could be a great way to get more content for your time and to diversify the number of platforms that you're on regularly. So I would seriously consider every recording session being scheduled and being live streamed on Twitch, and then engage with the audience there. They get a first look on Twitch, and then they can see the highlight sick edit on YouTube. Right? So we do a similar strategy to this on TGN Squadron, a channel that I run as a part of my job, and we do 1-hour live streams throughout the week, and then on the weekends we drop an 8-minute or whatever 3 to 8 minute edit of that particular thing. And people understand the jokes. They were there for the live stream. They understand what was funny about it, and they get to see it again in the highlight, which makes the highlight that much more engaging, and it reinforces those memes, those inside jokes, and all of that great stuff that happen during the live stream again. And by reinforcing it twice, that makes things happen on your channel. Catchphrases happen on your channel. Jokes repeatable on your channel. A culture repeatable on your channel. And you know what that leads to? That leads to a channel like yours that is personality focused, being able to more effectively sell merchandise. And merchandise is something that's going to be incredibly important for a personality-based channel like this. With your cartoon characters like this, you should be looking at doing a merchandising integration through Teespring on YouTube and selling Teespring merchandise below your videos of your cartoon characters, of your catchphrases, etc. So by live streaming on Twitch, and by doing highlights on YouTube, it's all about reinforcing your personalities, those catchphrases, and those things that can be sold through t-shirts to help support you financially. Cool? All right. So that's a huge part of what I wanted to tell you. Another thing is, your channel is very similar to Game Grumps in terms of your content. But here's the big difference. Game Grumps, obviously, if you guys are not already familiar, Game Grumps has really hilarious content. They are professional comedians, basically, that are playing games together. And they have cartoon characters that are animated and crap. And it's really, really good stuff. It's really high quality gameplay content. And they're not on camera while they're playing. So the reason why Game Grumps succeeds is because they are professional comedians. And they are just absolutely hilarious. No offense to you, the Family Bovine, but you're nowhere near as funny as Game Grumps because you're not professional comedians. And so that's why I'm emphasizing more and more that you get people to fall in love with you as a person through your live content and by being on webcam, so that when you do the highlights, they like you even more, because you aren't going to be as funny as somebody like the Game Grumps, because they are literally, for a living, professional comedians. Perhaps one day you could be as funny as them and you could have as much appeal as the Game Grumps, but probably not for a bit until you develop your comedic skills to be on the level that theirs is. So that's something that's really, really, really important for you guys to take into consideration, is that your personalities and who you really are as people is important to build that connection, because your jokes aren't anywhere near as funny. They don't punch as hard as like the next level dick jokes, for example, that Game Grumps delivers each and every time. Okay? So that's another thing that I wanted to highlight for you. But there is a path here that I've seen before in another creator that I've advised. His name's Baudil40. Let me tell you the story of Baudil40. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Cheers to all of you, and thanks to everybody who's tuning into the live stream to learn today how to save time and money growing on YouTube. Right now I'm helping out one of my patrons who's at my $150 level. This patron is, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Cheers on the coach level. And if you guys are interested in becoming my patron yourselves, I'm happy to help you. I've got a $5 level right now where I can give you my advice and what have you through Discord, and also my patron only feed. I've also got a $25 level where I do channel reviews and what have you, like I've got right now, going right now. And then also I've got a $150 level where it also adds on professional coaching. If you guys are interested in that, I'll go ahead and post a link for you guys in chat. If you're not already on my $5 level and you watch my streams regularly, you should probably just hop on board. So here's my Patreon link. I'll go ahead and drop it for you guys in chat. That's why I put the $5 level in there, is so that more people can participate and more people can be a part of the community and get more value out of what we're doing. Coffee cheers to all of you. All right, cool. So we're gonna continue the channel review, and feel free to answer your ask questions throughout. Beautiful. So let me tell you the story of Baudil40, a fantastic creator that now has 1.8 million subscribers, and he was there in the beginning stages of TGN when we were forming that as a gaming network. And Baudil40 blew up in the earlier days of YouTube. I'm talking about 2013 and 2014. And if you look at his statistics on Social Blade, first of the month, you're my patron, awesome. Glad to hear that, Ralia. He used to be at the 20 to 30, I think at some point, million views per month range on his channel. And then his channel decreased in terms of its traction over time. And so the Baudil40 story is something that I want to tell you the family bovine, and all of you guys out there that are watching the stream right now, I think can benefit from this story. So this was a gameplay channel. This is the channel that found one content format that really worked. And the content format was him playing Minecraft. And it was basically him jumping platform to platform and doing like Minecraft parkour. It made him extremely popular. And then he transitioned to Agario or agar.io, however you pronounce it, and it blew his channel up even more. And then his channel kind of dropped off after that. And so the cautionary tale here with Bado40 is I think Bado40 got burned out on doing the same thing over and over and over again. Doing the same gameplay video over and over and over again. And getting frustrated with YouTube constantly changing and constantly changing what game is going to get traction and what format is going to get traction on their channel. And eventually their channel kind of declined as a result. And I'm not saying this as a knock on Bado40. I think Bado40 is a great guy, and I talk to him regularly through DMs and what have you, but I think it's a case of burnout, and I also think it's a case of YouTube being a rapidly evolving platform, and that being frustrating to people that are on this super high and growing on their channel, and then once that high doesn't keep growing and keep growing, then you get frustrated, and then you kind of burn out a little bit. And so I want to tell you this cautionary tale, family bovine, because I think you have this potential as well. So here's how your channel is going to blow up. And I'm going to conclude this channel review here shortly. Here's how your channel is going to blow up. You're going to end up finding the right game and the right format, and you are going to blow up with that particular game and that particular format. Once you find it, you need to repeat that particular game and that particular format over and over and over and over again so that your channel blows up like a Bado40. It will happen. You will discover that format in that game. You're going to get there. I 100% guarantee it, especially if I'm coaching you. We're gonna find it. Here's the deal though. Once you get there, you have to continue to implement the 80-20 rule so that 80% of your content is that new format and that game that's blowing up your channel, and 20% feeds your creativity along the way. If you don't do the 80-20 rule, once you reach that killer format and that killer game that blows your channel up, your channel's going to blow up, by the way. It's just a matter of time. You have the talent. I see it. I've seen thousands of creators, and you have the talent. I want to prevent this from happening to you, where you burn out, you stop being able to cover that game, and you just kind of maybe give up on some level, or you get frustrated on some level. So that's something I want to ingrain into your head, family bovine, now, because this is something that you need to remember a year or two from now, when you feel like you're grinding the same piece of content over and over again to get views and to run your online business. You need to remember this cautionary tale, okay? I'm not saying Bado40 is a loser. He's a great guy. He's still making good content. He's still got his successful YouTube channel, but this is a cautionary tale of burnout, okay? Cool. Alrighty then, and the other part is video frequency on your channel. You're only releasing one video per week on your channel, and we need to be able to increase the number of videos per week that you're releasing. So I'll talk with you about that on your coaching call. I do have some cost-effective editors that can maybe take some of that editing workload off of your plate and help you get more content out more frequently. I think that would help you by a significant margin, help you get more content out. Implementing the live streaming strategy as well will help you get more content out as well, and doing smaller mini highlights of your streams could be fun. If you're able to more clearly communicate value through your thumbnails and your titles, then maybe you could theme these videos a little bit more effectively coming from your live to YouTube strategy. Cool? Couple quick notes on your social media strategy. You should start implementing clips on Twitter, and I can show you how to do that, just like I've done on my feed. You should be, instead of linking to YouTube videos, you should take some of those funny edited clips that you've done and implement them as native videos into your YouTube feed, like I've got right here on my into your Twitter feed, like I've got on my Twitter feed that has you visit your YouTube channel when you click the button here. I can show you how to do that, but your funny edited clips are money for Twitter and for shareability on Twitter. And I think that from each of your videos, you could easily get 10 Twitter video clips that you could release to get more Twitter traction and to get more exposure to your content. Cool? Beautiful. And here's my last question to you. I don't really know the answer. Why are you linking to the Yogscast game in your Facebook link at the top of your banner, I don't understand why that's happening. Okay, that's the channel review. I just dropped so many different ideas and so many different opportunities on you. We can follow up on our coaching call. Channel review complete. How are you guys doing? Drop your questions into chat if you want me to answer your questions about YouTube, etc. But really quick before we do that, it happened off stream. I got another $25 patron. So thank you very much. I'll go ahead and hit the alert right now. There it is. Farhan Saeed, or is it Syed? Let me know how to pronounce your name correctly. Thank you very much for becoming my $25 patron. You will be getting your channel review this Friday on the channel. Thank you so much for your support via Patreon. I can't wait to work more closely with you. You'll get access to the Fast Pass to ask me questions on these live streams as well, so I can go in depth on follow-ups after your channel review. So thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate you over there. Thank you very, very much. Thank you everybody who's becoming my patron and giving me that financial support I need to be doing more of this content. Beautiful. So here's a question from Relia in chat. Patron hype. You almost exclusively do how-to and tutorial content, and a lot of times people get the info they need and bail. Okay. Any tips for getting people to want to stick around and subscribe? Thank you very much for what, fellow. Love seeing some success for you, Andrew. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Getting them to stick around and subscribe. Okay, I mean, a big part of getting someone to stick around and subscribe when you're doing learning content is promising them what they will learn in the future as well. So it's about, so let's say you're making a how-to video about a certain topic. Like in my case, I'm doing how-to content and learning content about YouTube. I'm constantly reinforcing that you can come ask me questions anytime at 10 a.m. on my live streams, and I'm here to help. And so showing that you're available in the future to answer questions that that person may have in the future is incredibly important. So if you do one how-to video on a particular topic, give them a sneak preview on things that you're going to be making in the future in your voiceover on that video, and then also tell them about content you've made in the past that they may be interested in through YouTube cards up top, and also through a playlist and what have you. So that's the best way to do it. So if I make a video on social media strategy and I do one on Twitter, I'd be like, yo guys, this was my quick tips on how you can grow on Twitter. I'm also making some social media strategy videos on Reddit, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Snapchat. They'll be dropping on the channel soon. And if you didn't already catch my video on Mixer, there's a link up in the card up there, Mixer strategy as well. So be sure to subscribe to catch all of that fantastic content on how to succeed on other platforms other than YouTube. And so that way you're talking about content from the past, content that's going to happen in the future, and you're communicating that additional value that people will get by subscribing, and it lets them know that there is more continued value. So that, I think, is the best way to do it. That is the best way to get people to sub after they watch the how-to video. That's my opinion. The other part is to emphasize your personality through your how-to content and to be as relatable as possible. If you can get people to like you as a person, if you can get people to like you as an individual, then they're far more likely to subscribe. If you're just some like voice behind the curtain, voice of God out in the nebulous spaces of nowhere, then why are they gonna subscribe to you? If you are on webcam, if you're maybe sharing some details about your life, if you're maybe talking about some of your interests, maybe if you make a funny joke along the way, then I think people are far more likely to want to subscribe to you and to support you as a how-to or learning channel when your personality is inserted into your content. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I think that that's a good answer to your question. Anybody else who's in chat on any platform, if you're on Twitch, if you're on Periscope, if you're on Mixer, Facebook, YouTube, drop your questions for me in chat. Let's go. Let's do it. I want to hear you guys I want to know what you want to know about how to grow your avenues, how to grow your channel. Let's do it. And by the way, if you guys didn't already know, and I've got to schedule it out still, tomorrow on my channel, I've got a live stream going with Tom Nash. And we're going to be doing a piece of content where we go over the top events that happened this week, top events in the industry. We're going to be testing a news show, if you will. It's not even news. It's really taking a look at a couple top trending news items in online video and social media in the creator space and talking about them and analyzing them and telling you what you should know about those subjects. That's going to be dropping on all of my avenues tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll be scheduling out the event here in my live stream section so that you guys can see that. So I'm really excited about that show. Me and Tom Nash. Please be there. I'd love to know what you think of the show and to get your feedback. Cool? Excellent. Alrighty then. Lewis the Pen asks, will I be free for DM after the stream? I've got a coaching call right after the stream, so maybe later in the day I might be available as I can be available. I've got a coaching call right after this, and then I've got a full-time job after that. So I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Lewis the Pen. So you're a firm believer in the verbal call to action near the beginning of a video to subscribe and like, says Clash Bashing. What are your thoughts on this? You see people saying it and you haven't had to do it. Okay, so I don't know. Clash Bashing, this is a tough question. So as far as likes are concerned, likes don't help your video that much at all, really. YouTube doesn't really take likes into consideration that much in terms of the algorithm. They really aren't that important at all unless you're trying to hit trending. So trending will benefit from likes and from comments and high amounts of engagement. Trending will also benefit from external traffic to your channel. Say, your video is getting embedded into websites. It's something that's being shared on social media. That will help you be on trending. But other than that, likes and comments don't really do anything for your content. They're a totally minimal thing because likes and comments can be gamed. They can be gamed. And so that's why they're not really a huge factor in how your video is suggested in the algorithm in the long run. So I don't recommend telling people to like unless it's maybe during a stream and it's a fun thing to do. Like right now I can tell you guys, like my stream right now, let's get a like spike, let's get it going, let's hit this such and such goal. That can be a fun thing to get your community to do. But beyond that, it's just a fun thing to get your community to do. Likes really don't do squat unless you're trying to hit trending. Now, telling people to subscribe towards the beginning of your video is okay. And I've seen the way that you do it, Clash Bashing. My recommendation on telling people to subscribe is to, at the very beginning of the video, when you start the video, you should probably communicate what the value of that video is right out the gate. So a lot of people are like, yo guys, diddly daddly, I'm such and intro, and blah bitty blah bitty blah. And I make videos about such and such, and this one right here was really tough to make because and you lost your audience. You're going on and on explaining who you are and blah blah blah. That's a terrible intro. So a good intro is, in today's video, I'm gonna deliver this value for you guys. You're gonna learn this. Oh my God, this crazy thing happened. It's gonna be unbelievable. Stick around to the end of the video because this really interesting thing is something that you will learn and you can take with you into the rest of your whatever. All right, and so before we get into that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, enable notifications if you want daily content about the subject I cover. Let's go. That's a great intro right there. You're talking about the value of your content, you're talking about why you should stick around to the end of the video, and then you're telling people, be sure to subscribe and enable notifications because I release a lot more content like this. That's a great intro. Telling people to do too many actions is silly. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and share on social media. That is like 4 things you just asked them to do. Are you kidding me? It's way too many things to ask them to do. Ask them to do one thing. Subscribe and enable notifications. It is the #1 thing that makes an impact on your channel when you release your content, so that your content doesn't die when you release your content. Getting them to ring that bell. And I recommend as a follow-up later in the video, explaining to your audience quickly in 10 to 20 seconds how the YouTube algorithm works, and that if they don't enable notifications on your videos, then they won't see your videos in their feed because the YouTube algorithm will eliminate them. Make it funny. Make explaining that funny if you want to. So you can say something like, look, you guys know how YouTube works. If you watch a couple cat videos, your feed will be all full of cat videos and it'll eliminate me and my videos from your feed. So if you enable notifications on your channel, it'll ensure that I am able to punch through those cat videos and actually show up in your YouTube feed. Cool? So something like that would make it more relatable and make people understand that enabling notifications is extremely important. Okay? That would be my recommendation for call to actions at the beginning of a video. Cheers. And a big thank you to everybody who's dropping tips right here in my tip jar. Those are YouTube play buttons. YouTube play buttons. People just walked by my live stream and they dropped YouTube play buttons in there with a quick dono. So I appreciate the donos you guys have been giving me, and those donations are helping me upgrade my equipment and helping me build my online business. So thank you very much for everybody who's been donating and dropping those buttons in there. All the patrons, everything, it's been amazing. The financial support you guys have been giving me has been fantastic. Thank you very, very much. And it's funny, with the kind of content that I'm doing, the kind of services I'm providing, whenever people give money, it requires that I do work for them, and I work hard for them whenever they give me money. So I like that. It's not just like a charitable donation, you know what I mean? So I like that. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, Dark Chiron is absolutely right. Your comment saying, be sure... I mean, how many times have you heard this? Be sure to smash that like button right at the beginning of a video is the cringiest thing you've heard. It's way too often. I absolutely agree. It is very, very cringy. It is, how many people tell you to smash that like button? Smash that like button is a leftover relic from thousands of years ago on YouTube. Smashing that like button doesn't do jack squat to help your video in a measurable way. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. I haven't seen any data that shows the like to, growth ratio with your content. Now your like to dislike ratio does have an impact. So if your video has a ton of dislikes versus likes, YouTube will take that into account, okay? So that is totally a factor. YouTube will take that into account. But you've got to keep in mind that this is something that you don't have to worry about, oh shoot, I did the same title as yesterday on all of my avenues. No. When I went live yesterday, I did the how to make money on YouTube stream name. Oh, I should have changed that. But your like to dislike ratio matters. So what I mean by that is, if your video has a significant number of likes or dislikes versus likes, YouTube will decrease the amount of traction that your video is getting because it'll think it's a lower quality piece of content if it has a higher dislike to like ratio. So that's the only thing that matters with likes. That's it. If you have like a 90-10 like to dislike ratio, you're fine. Should you introduce the video or should you communicate the value of the channel with a tagline as well? That's interesting. With a tagline. Yeah, I mean, if you can come up with a really good tagline, then sure. I think that can totally work. So if your tagline is the value that your content provides, then that can be something really, really powerful. So what I mean by that is, if your tagline is like, let's say mine was, I'm here to help you grow your channel and make more money doing what you love for a living or something like that, then adding that tagline into the beginning of my content would absolutely make sense, 100%. Totally, it would make sense. So I think that that's something that could totally work for you if you can come up with a value-based tagline. Don't just do a funny tagline that rhymes though, like, I'm the man with the plan, they call me Stan, or something garbage like that you just think is a hot tagline. Your tagline should communicate the value of your content, not just be some funny crap. Cool? So if Clash Bashing's channel, for example, were 100%, or like if somebody's gaming channel were all about teaching you how to get better at Fortnite, then at the beginning of your videos, you can be, and my name is Fortnite, you know, let's come up with a name for them. Fortnite, you're watching Fortnite Noob School, where I help terrible players become, you know, welcome to Fortnite Noob School, where I help terrible players get victory royales. Something like that's a great tagline, right? Because it communicates through the name of the channel and through the accompanying tagline what the value of that content is, and a tagline like that could generate more traction for you. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this live stream, be sure to smash that like button. Let's get 20 likes on this stream. Let's go. All right, beautiful. I'm gonna throw out that worthless call to action. But the good call to action is, if you guys want to grow your YouTube channel, if you want to grow your Twitch avenue, if you want to grow on social media, if you want to grow on Mixer, I'm here to help. All right, be sure to subscribe and enable notifications, and be sure to follow me on whatever avenue you're watching me on right now. I have so much experience, 9 years of experience creating great content and helping creators grow. I've been doing this for a living, and it's what I love to do. I've generated over 1 billion views on YouTube, and I want to use my experience to help you. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell, and I'll help you out in your journey of doing what you love for a living. That is a strong call to action, I feel. I sound confident because what I'm saying is true, and I'm communicating the clear value and letting people know why they should trust me and they should follow me and listen to my advice. So there you go. Waffello is sick of people saying smash, punch, and hit that like button. Smash that like button. Punch that like button, hit that like button, Sparta kick that like button, uppercut that like button, Hadouken that like button, father son Kamehameha that like button. Ah, do it! Ah, hit the like button. It's ridiculous. All right. Waffello is a great example of a channel that you know is going to get big, but what difference? Before and after working with the Prez, Tom Nash, complimenting me on my coaching skills. Thank you, Tom Nash. You flatter me too much. Thank you very much, Tom. Let's check in on our friend Waffello right now and just see how he's doing. Our trending YouTuber that is blowing the hell up right now on his channel by doing reaction videos. Now, I gave him some feedback that he needed to look at the image in his thumbnails, not look at the camera. When you look at the camera, it doesn't look like you're actually reacting to anything. So it looks like some of his traction slowed down a little bit here on his channel. So, yeah. You gotta make sure you look, it looks like you're looking at the footage in your thumbnails. That's a huge, huge thing. The bigger the reaction, the better. Throwing your arms up in the air worked really, really well on this one. So, there you go. He's learning what works and what doesn't work in his reaction videos. So this is interesting stuff. We'll see if his content continues to blow up. I mean, this right here blew up because of the AGT performance going viral on YouTube. So that's the big trick with reaction videos and getting traction on those is are you going to be able to react to something that is trending on different platforms? So that's something to definitely keep in mind. Beautiful. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, reaction videos are a fickle thing for that reason. Are you going to get suggested traction off of what you're reacting to? Who knows? As much as you can copy the metadata from the original video that you're reacting to and duplicate that in your title, in your description, Waffello, as well as in your tags using like a tool like TubeBuddy to do so, then you can get more traction off of those reaction videos by being the suggested version of it. Cool? And if you can have the frame in your thumbnail that you're reacting to be the thumbnail of that other video on YouTube, that can also give you a much stronger possibility of your reaction video being the suggested video from the other video that you're reacting to. All right? Something very, very important to do when you're reacting to other content, you're trying to do a suggested strategy. We do suggested strategy on TGN quite a bit. When we're doing it, I can just show you a different example here on TGN, but more recently there was a cinematic for Diva, the character in Overwatch, and we were sure to show a kind of clip from the actual video itself here and a prominent element and an arrow and a circle to that. And that helped us get suggested traction off of the cinematic. I actually think that this was the thumbnail of the video right over here in our thumbnail, and we circle arrowed part of that thumbnail and analyzed it. And it's 10 reveals from that animated short. And so we ended up getting suggested traffic off of that animated short because we showed, I think, the thumbnail from the animated short there. Let me see, Diva animated short. Let me see if that little robot was in the corner there. Oh, actually, if you search for Diva animated short, we're the #2 search result right behind there. So this is a prominent element of the video. It looks like it wasn't the actual thumbnail though, but that was a prominent element of that video that was easy to see because we circle arrowed it so that audiences could tell that we're revealing certain elements. So that's something that you can do for a suggested strategy as well. Circle arrows to draw people's attention to certain elements, help people understand that you're reacting to a certain element of that video. Cool? Oh, Lewis the Pen making a great point in chat. By the way, Tice, good to see you. Great to see you in chat, Tice. Wonderful to see you. Jen Talks is here as well. I'll be getting to your questions. Let me go top down here in the questions. All right, so Lewis the Pen says, people are all about buy my merc. Buy my merc. As their #1 call to action, I am sick of hearing everybody say buy my merc. But you know what? It is a great call to action. It generates direct revenue. And you know what? I think your #1 call to action as a creator should be to follow and enable notifications on your channel. And your #2 call to action to your audience should be something that's going to make you money. Because you need money to obviously run your operation, to upgrade your equipment, to do what you love for a living, to pay for your internet, to pay for your Adobe Cloud subscription and all those things. So buy my merc is a totally fine secondary call to action behind subscribe and enable notifications. I'm totally fine with that. Okay. Stan Lives Matter. Lewis the Pen asks, Andrew, do tags do anything? The answer to that question is a little. So YouTube came out and said publicly, so let me break down, here's the deal with tags, everybody. YouTube came out and publicly said that creators overvalue tags. So they've said it themselves through their own Creator Insider channel, okay? I've got a tweet about this, I'll actually share it with you guys, where I have the actual clip directly from YouTube, where they say that creators overvalue their overvalue tags. And so that's something that I want you guys to keep in mind. I'm not saying that tags don't matter. You should focus on tags. You should get good tags, but you shouldn't spend an extreme amount of time getting those tags. So let me show you the tweet that I put together where you guys can see that information, and it also has a link to the actual YouTube video itself, which is right here. So let me pull up this tweet for you. So I was just telling people that you're overvaluing tags. I've got a whole video about this. So here's my tags tweet. Go ahead and check it out. And attached to this tweet, I'm linking it to you in all chats right now. Check it out. I also have below that the clip with the timestamp where YouTube literally says that creators overvalue tags. So you should use tools like TubeBuddy or like Viso Catalyst for Chrome if you're partnered with Broadband TV to make implementing tags on your channel faster, but tags are not that important, okay? It's all about thumbnails to get your click-through rate up, obviously your title to get your click-through rate up, and then virtually none of your other metadata matters. That's the way it really is on YouTube. How can you make your channel more searchable, Jen Talks asks. Okay, there's a lot of ways. Great to see you, Jen Talks, a new person in chat, good to see you. I have not seen you post any comments in chat before, so great to see you. This is a great question, and I'm happy to answer it. So how can you make your channel more searchable? So I did make a video about this on my channel of how you should select your channel name. I will link that channel name video for you guys to check out. But I'll give you a brief explanation here on how to make your channel more searchable. Let me go ahead and pull up my expert YouTube advice playlist here, and how to choose the best channel name is the video. So let me go ahead and eliminate all this garbage here, and then just grab the URL here. So this is a channel video. I'll link that to you guys in chat. You can check that one out. But basically, you can make your channel more searchable by doing a couple different methods on YouTube. So method number one is adding the actual topic that you're talking about to the name of your channel. So your channel right now is called Jen Talks. So let's say the topic that Jen is talking about is actually DIY stuff. So maybe it's Jen Talks DIY. I'm just throwing that out there as an example. And then if DIY, do it yourself, is in the title of your channel, then it will make you more searchable for the search term DIY. And then if you put DIY in the about section of your channel, and then you put DIY in your channel tags, and then if a lot of your if every video you're releasing has DIY in the title, description, and tags, and then also your playlists have the term DIY in the name of the playlist and in the description of each playlist, your channel is now chocked full of juicy metadata for the term DIY. And so that can help make your channel more searchable for that term by repeating that keyword from channel name all the way down the hierarchy of the tree of making your channel more searchable. So that's something that you can do, Jen Talks, to make your channel more searchable. So one thing that I've seen, I'll just show you an example for Overwatch. I'll keep using Overwatch as an example because I search for this a lot, but Play Overwatch, the official channel for Overwatch, is the #2 search result for Overwatch because the term Overwatch is in the title and the term Overwatch is at the beginning of the description, and obviously it's the official channel for it. But there are other channels that get a top search result for Overwatch. If I was in incognito mode, I would actually probably would be on the front page in terms of search. It's not showing up right now. Let me see if I can give you an incognito window to see if I can show it to you. But there's another channel on YouTube. When you do incognito, by the way, you get somewhat different search results than you would otherwise. But there was another channel out there that had Overwatch in the title that was getting a front page search result as a channel more recently. Ah, shoot, it looks like they lost their search result. But it was another channel called Your Overwatch that was getting top search results, and also Overwatch Moments. Notice how these channels have the major term Your Overwatch and Overwatch Moments are getting top search results for the term Overwatch because the name of their channel has Overwatch in it. So by putting the topic of your channel into the name of your channel, you can increase your searchability as a channel on the #2 search engine in the entire world, YouTube. So that's some advice for you on how to become more searchable. All right. Excellent. Alrighty then, let's keep asking your questions. We still have a few minutes left on the live stream today, and if you're not already following me, do it. Do it. All right, let's see if there are any other questions here. Scrolling down. Video tags equal greater than channel tags, Louis the Pen asks. Those are different types of tags that have different functionality. So channel tags help YouTube understand what your channel is about. Video tags help your YouTube understand what your video is about. So your channel will be suggested through suggested channels and possibly through search results, separately from your videos that will be suggested through its own search and discovery, okay? So those are two different types of tags. I wouldn't say one is better or greater than the other, really, I wouldn't. Great. Any tips for naming live streams if you just plan to play the game and don't exactly know what you're going to do ahead of time? That is a great question. M&J TV was asking me that question, and I do have some tips on how to do that more effectively. So let's talk about that. So something that a lot of creators struggle with is how is it that you can basically, you don't know what's going to happen on your upcoming live stream, right? All you know is you're going to fire up this video game, you're going to play it, you don't really know what the deal is, right? And so how can you make an interesting thumbnail and title every single time if you're doing the same content every single time, right? So let me show you what the absolute master of live stream thumbnail and titles is doing, and just go ahead and rip off this idea. Don't rip off his thumbnails, but rip off this idea from the master himself, Typical Gamer. So all he does is in his thumbnail streams or in his live streams, he's just doing the same thing basically every single time. He's just playing Fortnite. That's all he's doing. But each thumbnail and each title looks so incredibly interesting. Wow, they're all so different. Wowzers. Is it so different every time, really? No. He's just highlighting a new element of what normally happens in a Fortnite game, or what is currently trending in Fortnite in each one of his thumbnails. He's not really doing something significantly different every time. So here he's completing challenges. Cool. Great. Here there's new legendary samurai skins. Sure. Does he have them yet? I don't know. Is he going to be playing exclusively with that? Who knows? Does it matter? No. This is something new in the game that he can put in his thumbnail. There was an update. Okay, great. There was an update in the game, so he puts that in the thumbnail. But really, he's just playing Fortnite. That's all he's doing. And there's a new score Royale mode. Great, he can put that there. Is he going to be playing that the entire stream? Who knows? Okay? And so this is something that you guys gotta take notice of what he's doing here. There's a new legendary panda skin. Awesome. You know what? He waited to feature the panda skin. Maybe he's using the panda skin in another video, right? So here, this is inspiration for all of you guys. Take different elements of the game that are exciting, are new, and are trending, and put that into your thumbnail. This goes for any type of live stream. This goes for not just gaming, but any other type of live stream. If there's an amazing character, okay? If there's a really high-level legendary character that's out there, feature that and do an arrow on it. I'm trying to get that. Or we're hunting for arrow to this, the best thing in the game. Or we're going, I'm gonna do some sort of challenge in this stream. Feature the challenge there. There's some sort of new thing that happened in the game, and go ahead and show the arrow, etc. Right? So emphasize new things, best things, unique things, a challenge that you're trying to overcome. Even if you're playing the same game over and over and over again, and you don't know what's going to happen, you can still highlight every one of those interesting things in your thumbnails and your titles, and that can help you get traction that can help you get, most importantly, help you get click-through rate increases on your live streams, okay? So take that idea and just freaking use it. Just do it. This is Typical Gamer grew to a 7.4 million subscriber channel doing almost only live streams, playing the same freaking game every day, right? Occasionally he mixes it up with GTA and some other games, but come on guys. This is the money strategy. This is the money strategy that works. Why aren't you doing it? Do it. All right, beautiful. I'm going ahead and refreshing my feed here. Guys, I am going to need to wrap up this live stream right now. We've gone over an hour. Thank you so much to everybody that's joined. Branson Strafford, I'm sorry I didn't get to address your questions, but I will hope to address them on an upcoming live stream. I need to call it there. I've got a great coaching call here that I'm going to be doing soon with another one of my clients that I'm really excited about. And so I need to make sure I'm prepared for that and getting ready for that. So thank you all so much for joining. Thank you to my new patrons, Farhan, as well as Sis Bros, as well as Charlie McShane. Thank you all for supporting me on Patreon and for signing up for my advice and coaching services. And if you guys want to become my patron, go ahead and sign up. I'm happy to help you with advice. I'm happy to give you channel reviews. I'm happy to coach you. I've got a $5, $25, and $150 level, so I'm trying to make it accessible to everybody, no matter what your financial situation is, because I'm here to help you guys succeed on YouTube, on Twitch, on Mixer, on social media, with your online business and your digital game. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Be sure to subscribe and enable notifications. And here is the most important thing that I want you guys to do. Please tell a friend about me. It's the best thing that you guys can do. Tell a creator friend about me and about these live streams and about what we're doing here. If you tell a creator friend that you have about me, that's the #1 thing that can help me grow and to get more clients and to help more creators. People are going to trust you. If you think what I'm doing here is good, tell a creator about it. Post on social media if you want. Just tell somebody verbally, send somebody a DM and tell them about me. That would be a huge way to help me get the word out about what we're doing here, helping people chase their dream and do what they love for a living. All right? Thank you so much for watching. Stay positive, create amazing content. Adios, amigos. I'll see you in the next one.